they keep us either, poor and sick. That's by design. There's no reason in the world why anybody's poor, and there's no reason in the world why anybody's sick. So I'm running for Congress here in Nevada. We're going to win it.
I am here with potential Congressman of Nevada. Tell us a little bit about this.
So I'm running for Congress here in Nevada, Congressional District 1, which is the Strip. If you're I-15, the Strip, all the way east to Sunrise Mountains, and if you're north, your northern part of the Strip, all the way down to Boulder City, actually, and a lot of Henderson. So that's my district that I'm running for, and we're going to win it.
Okay, and what's the platform? What are you running on? What do you know the people want that makes you the guy?
Well, of course, everybody wants a great economy, and that's kind of why I'm interested in something like this. Bringing very positive industries to Nevada that have a positive impact on our community and the people that live there. I want to bring good quality jobs, or have availability for good quality jobs, and make people's lives better in general. Got a number of ways that we can do it. We have to have sound money. I'm working on something to do that. Energy. I have issues that and opportunities that we could lower energy costs for people, and that's one of my passions. And election integrity is another one of my passions.
That's huge nowadays.
That I've been working on since 2020. I've run for Congress before in 2020, and I feel like election integrity was an issue in 2020 because we see what happened with President Trump. He didn't win. There's a lot of us out there believe he did win. And I don't mind saying that. The media, they go crazy when I say that, but
just
I don't care.
To follow up on that, what ticket are you running on?
Oh, I'm running on the Republican ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured. I just wanted to make sure you said.
Yeah, President Trump and I are pretty close. He's endorsed me in the past,
Okay.
and I've visited with him numerous times in Mar-a-Lago and New Jersey, actually. So very engaged with him, and making sure that we can, put in the policies that he's doing right now. He's doing a lot of things that's really great for our economy, and he needs more people in Congress that support him. And I certainly do. And I'm looking to add a few things. I am working with him and his team on a few things. And so looking forward to the people here in Las Vegas let me go to Congress and represent them and impact those positive things and make their lives better. Like I say, my goal is to make their lives better, the average people, not the corporate interests, not the lobbyists, and not the special interests. So I'm more for the people, and that's what I'm known for. I'm pretty well known here in Nevada, and that's what they know me for. I'm very, when I vote for bills, it's for them, and so they know it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's actually a really interesting point. I'm glad you said that because, here you are talking to us at Immortalis, which a lot of people think of, special economic zones, which seem
Right.
very elitist and,
Yeah.
not for everybody. It's for the rich. And that's very much not what,
No,
not
not at
what we
all.
are. So I'm really glad to have this opportunity to talk with you and show how we can have a very symbiotic relationship because we want the
Right.
same thing.
Right.
We want to bring healthcare that is so much more effective than what we currently have, and so much more so much cheaper to everyone, not just within a zone that may be unlocked somewhere within the United States or anywhere else, but to everybody outside of that across the globe. It's
Right.
got to be accessible to everybody.
Exactly. And I want that to be here in my district, actually. So I'm actually working currently in this space. I have another person that I'm working with that wants to bring, stem cell type stuff. And I told him about you guys today, actually. And he said, oh, we need to partner up. And he's looking for like, 50, 60,000 acres, to
Okay.
do something. So I said, look, I'm here today at RadFest, and I've met this group here. And, it's a perfect opportunity to partner up, and we're going to make it happen, actually. So
Awesome.
he's got a lot of resources, so we can put the resources together here, and we'll do some good things for our community here. And that's what I'm all about. As a former legislator, we're always looking for opportunities to positively impact our community and make the world better, and certainly the living better for our people that are local here. And if we can spread that worldwide, all the better.
Okay. Yeah, we look forward to talking with you more and working on that. So, knowing your constituents and the voters, and knowing what they want, what can you say to, you mentioned biotech, you want to bring that in
Yeah,
because, it will help the economy
right.
and healthcare, which are very important things. But there are also other things that could help healthcare and economy. Uh, what is it about biotech that you know from your constituents would be a perfect fit?
Well, there are people and forces that cause certain things that happen as not positive. They keep us down. They keep us either poor and sick, and that's by design. And I want to change that. There's no reason in the world why anybody's poor, and there's no reason in the world why anybody's sick. And we have the ability to fix that. We just need to stop suppressing the technology and allow it to flourish. And once we do that, it's going to benefit all of us positively, and we get rid of sickness, and we reverse aging, just like this whole RadFest, and we just make everybody healthy. So that's what I'm all about: making people prosperous, and not living paycheck to paycheck. And the stress levels of people that are in that situation are terrible, and we know all of the diseases that come from that, and we just need to stop all of that. We have the ability. We just need to get bad politicians out of the way and make it right, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Awesome. And, I agree completely with that. And I think having this kind of zone as a proof of concept where if you just streamline regulation a little
Right.
bit, take some of that out of the way,
Yeah,
that opens up so many things,
that's
including people not having to live paycheck to paycheck some
right.
more and to expand the view a little bit, look a little bit more to the future. Because right now we're focused on biotech and biomedical because
Right.
healthcare is a huge issue right
Huge
now.
issue. Yeah.
But once that's a little more taken care of, we can look past that and let other industries come in
Right.
and get a little bit of that relief from
Right.
current regulation as well. And then
Exactly.
everything grows. Inflation is going to go
Go
down,
down. Yeah.
dollars are going to go further. There's
Yep.
going to be more investment into all
Yep.
types of industries and this kind of thing. And
Yep.
then people are going to be seeing that. And it's not going to just be Immortalis as a zone anymore. That's going to spread and
It's
it's
going
just
to
going to be the
spread wide.
standard. So,
Exactly. It'd be the standard. One of my pet peeves is regulations, and that's something that I'm very happy to work with President Trump on. Is cutting back all of these burdensome regulations that hinder businesses. We got to get rid of that, and that's something that I've fought that all my life. One of the things I did early in my life, I was technology is my background as a software programmer. Built one of the first internet service provider companies in the country, and when I did that, the revenue department wanted me to collect sales tax. I fought them and stopped it. So our whole country does not pay sales tax on internet access because of me fighting them.
well, thank you
And we
for that.
stopped that. So, I mean, my goal was to keep that money in the economy and in your pockets instead of the government's pockets, because they waste it. So that's the opportunity. You mentioned, monetary policy and inflation. Well, I have a solution that can stop inflation. And it's a sound 21st century monetary system that myself and my partners have built. And once we get that implemented, we're going to be back on the gold standard. And that's another one of the things that I'm working on,
That's incredible.
even not even being in Congress yet. I know a lot of congressmen. I go to Washington often, and I've met with a bunch of them and introduced what we're doing. They love it. And I think it's gonna happen. But we have to get back on the gold standard and have sound monetary policy. And once we do that, then that is an advantage for everybody, and it just raises the bar for everybody.
Fantastic.
So it's like Reagan said, what was it? Rising tides lifts all boats.
Yes.
That kind of thing. So that's what we got to do, and just make everything available. And my goal is for everybody's lives to be better here. And,
Awesome.
And that's what we're going to do.
Well, we're very much on the same page,
Yep.
and we're happy to work with you on that.
Yeah,
in the future.
well, I'm happy to have met you guys today, and looking forward to helping. So
I can tell you, it's refreshing to see someone from the government sector
Yeah.
come to something like this, because we can't have these siloed approaches of the
Right.
government approach and the private sector approach. If
Exactly.
we really are going to tackle this healthcare thing, it's a human problem. It's not a government problem. It's not a business problem.
Well,
it's a
our
human
problem in the past is you don't have very many business people in office, and that's one thing I bring to running for office and being in office is I'm a businessman, just like President Trump, and we bring that mindset to politics. And once we do, we can change things. I mean, we have, nothing against lawyers, but we have too many lawyers running things, and they just don't have, the life experience in running businesses and, understanding how regulations kill, and just kill businesses and cost so much money. So I'm looking forward to getting in there. I did that when I was in the assembly here in Nevada. I fought that hard here. And I'm going to fight it hard in Washington when I'm a representative for District 1 here in Nevada.
Awesome. And yeah, I just want to bring this out again, because so many people lose sight of what this really means, that we're doing here at RadFest, but as a longevity movement
Right.
is the point. I think the statistic is 90% of people everywhere know somebody, whether in their family or in their circle, who is affected by serious age-related diseases that causes
Absolutely.
turmoil in their lives.
Absolutely.
And when it comes to politics, you hear in the debates a lot about, healthcare is a problem. We need to lower the cost of drugs and surgeries and all of this. But the human element is almost taken out of it,
Right.
and it's a money
That's
game.
right. Some money.
And we need to get
all
out of that. We
money.
need to
Yes.
realize this is our lives that are at stake.
Yep.
This is your mother, your father, your
right.
grandmother, your
Exactly.
children. These are people who are suffering
Exactly.
because people who don't care very much are the ones in power.
Exactly. And like I say, we have the ability and the technology to stop that right now, and shame on us for not doing it. And that's why, I'm pretty happy with Robert Kennedy Jr. With what he's doing, and Maha, and I'm looking to support that. I do have access to him. I'm going to hook up a couple of people here. I think, is it Michael West?
Yeah, Michael West.
And another person, but starts with the F, the other guy.
First name F or last name F?
What's Fain or
Greg Fahey.
Fain? Yeah,
that's a good guy to connect with.
Looking
Awesome.
to get him hooked up with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. also, because
Fantastic.
he needs to know about this. And I asked Mike, I said, do you know if he knows about what you guys are doing here at RadFest and what you're doing in general? And he said he didn't think so. So I want him to know about it. He needs to know about this. So I'm going to do my best to introduce him to the people here and get this more widespread, and let's get some support for what you're doing.
If I could be so bold as to throw our name into the hat, if it's possible to get in there with that introduction as well, we'd love to be a part of that conversation.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right. Well, is there any way the people that are watching, if they do live in Nevada in your
Yeah.
district and they wanted to contribute to your campaign and to
Yes.
vote, how would they go about doing this?
Just go to my website. It's my campaign website. It's jimmarchant.com, and it's www, but you don't really need that. But Jim, JIMMARCHANT.com. And there's a big, beautiful, like Trump says, there's a big, beautiful donate button at the top right. So feel free to click that big, beautiful button and, give me a few dollars. So,
So
it
if
really
you're in-
helps us out.
If you're in District 1 in Nevada,
That's
vote
right.
Jim.
Actually, anywhere. If you're anywhere in the country,
Oh,
you can
really?
donate to us. Yeah.
And then vote for Jim Marchant. Jim,
Yep.
thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I
My
look forward
pleasure.
to future conversations.
Yep. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.